Hello everyone, my name is Prime and welcome back to another episode of Prime Logistics, and today we are here in Lamar, Colorado, not where you guys last saw me, because in the episode that, well, got absolutely wrecked and deleted by past recording issues, which by the way are completely fixed. I went from Sterling to Lamar. It was an epic journey, really funny, and I did damage my truck, so whenever we get down to I guess we could go into Raton, but we are going to be hitting in Santa Fe, and there's a repair shop down the corner. So next episode, we'll just do that. Hopefully we don't get dinged at a way station, because that could be bad, because there's no repair stations over here in Lamar, which is kind of unfortunate. But saying that, yeah, we're going down to Santa Fe, New Mexico, with about 30,000 pounds, 32,000 pounds of furniture. So it should be a good journey. And so let's get on the road. So hopefully everyone is doing well, enjoying their Monday, or whatever day this video may find you. Yeah, it's been kind of an interesting few days here. So obviously this video, well, the Prime Logistics episode was supposed to go out on Wednesday. For those who don't know, none of it was actually usable. No, I don't want another job offer. None of it was usable whatsoever, and so I have now, oops, I hit my mouse there a little bit. I've now, well, it just nothing came out, and it was a best of video. Luckily I already had planned to go out near the latter part of last week anyway, so that all worked out fine. I gotta move my mouse here so I can actually, there we go, I can grab it a little bit better. And so that all worked out, and then Saturday's video obviously was kind of normal, except still had the issues, although I thought it was fixed. Wasn't. And then recorded a Wreckfest video at the same time, because I want to get back into the racing stuff, and obviously I had to deal with more issues there, but now I can comfortably say that the issues should all be resolved. It's certainly been an interesting test to try and find out what in the world the issues were, and to be honest, the best way to explain what they were two things. Oh good, I can bypass the wave station, because I really don't want to try and I really don't want to get in trouble there for having 9% damage on the truck. So what happened with the issues? It's quite simple what happened. Bad drive and a Windows update to cause some issues, but mainly the drive I was recording with was an older SSD that I had transferred actually from my old computer over to my new one, and well, it was just not handling for some reason out of nowhere. Just couldn't handle the quality, I guess, that I was pushing to it, and so yeah, it just wasn't happy, and that was causing the major lag spikes. So hopefully you shouldn't really see anything now. I am no longer actually using the NVIDIA Shadowplay, because there's still an issue with that, I think. I am using OBS Studio to record, so hopefully, I mean, according to the preview window, which is kind of nice to have actually, I'm back to it. It should all be running nice and smooth. I've been doing lots of testing, lots of different trials, and it all seems to be working out nicely, so hopefully it all works well. And then if I notice some issues, I'll obviously work around that, and I'll continue to fine-tune stuff. But the other thing, like I said, was a Windows update, and what happened in that Windows update, I do believe it changed the Windows game mode settings. For those who don't know, Windows game mode is basically a built-in well, little mode in the Windows operating system that will allow your computer to associate more power with games or any form of heavy task, and it devotes it at that, and then other applications won't run as well. So it turned it back on, which meant I was then seeing, well, the recording, I think it was just kicking it out every once in a while, or just having random issues that I hadn't had before, because I had it off knowing that this is generally something that can cause issues. If you see frame kind of stutters in the video, most likely that is actually the FPS in the game, because obviously I am still just on a 1650 hard on the brakes. Yeah, okay, we're good. So obviously don't expect the world, but I mean, it really does do quite well. I am not seeing any issues so far in the recording. I don't want to jinx myself, so I'm just going to move on from that. So for those who saw the end of the Saturday episode on the ATS showcases, you probably would have heard me talking about what kind of other content I've got planned and what kind of some cool things I thought maybe you guys would like to see. So of course one of those things that I said was a kind of trucking school. So let me know what you guys think of that. It could either be in form of YouTube shorts or just actual tutorial videos. It doesn't really, I was leaning possibly a little bit towards this, the more tutorial-esque video, and then having the shorts for some other comedic things like how not to reverse a trailer, and obviously those things are just well, yeah, you know what I mean. They're just comedic things that I would not I would not recommend at all. But you know what? Those things are some things that I want to do with the shorts. It's just whether I actually do it or not. I want to know what you guys think about those possible ideas. I think it'd be really helpful for those who are just getting into American Truck or ETS2 and kind of want to know how the game works, how to get started, kind of the basics to driving some stuff. I don't want to call myself a pro or anything because I am long from that, but I do know the games quite well. I've now got just over 500 hours in ATS, and well, I think it's just over 150 now or so in ETS2. I've been putting in a lot of time learning, let alone recording time and stuff like that. So I'm certainly trying my best here, and so I think I can help a lot of you who are just starting out quite a bit. So let me know what you think about that, because I think that could help a lot of people, and I think that would be quite interesting to do. The other thing, because I'm kind of just going over topics actually that I lost in the very long Prime Logistics video that I lost. That one was quite a long journey, so I covered a lot of topics. I really actually I thought the audio to it was absolutely amazing. I have to say that was probably the best commentary job I had ever done. And well, you're never gonna hear it because there's no video to go along with it, and a lot happened in that episode. So yeah, it's just one of those unfortunate things. So the other thing was I've been getting a lot of questions about Discord, and if I'm gonna start a Discord server for Prime Simulation. The question I have about that is, what kind of stuff would you want in that? Because I'm certainly not against it, but I want to know, one, if you're interested, because I know I've had a couple people reach out. The other thing is that what kind of content are you thinking? More like it's a space where you can talk about you know, different features coming to American Truck and ETS2, or showcase your deliveries or whatever you want, different photos and stuff like that. Obviously it would have to be completely family friendly, as the channel is. It would be what I quote unquote call strictly moderated. It just means that any inappropriate behavior would not be accepted whatsoever, and obviously the proper consequences would be applied to those individuals who do not follow those rules. Just like everything, really, there's rules, or at least most servers have rules. If you don't follow them, there's consequences. But I think it would be a really fun place for the whole Prime Simulation family, all the Prime timers to join. Obviously it would be I'm looking into how it'd be a free server anyways if you have it. I think it would be just, oh, there's our loan payment. It's just past 12 in game. I guess I'll have to I'll write it down. I was gonna say remind me, but that doesn't really work when you guys are watching right after this. But I'll write it down, and next episode I'll go over how the finances are going, and we'll probably do some other kind of economy stuff prior to the delivery, because I think it's much needed at this point to do a little bit of an update on how the Prime Logistics company is doing over here in ATS. And of course this week is ETS2 week, so don't worry, Wednesday will, oh, that's not, I went to hit the exterior button. I am lagging behind a little bit here. Yeah, this week is ETS2 week, so actually within a day or so I'm going to be recording, or maybe even right after. It depends on how this video goes, and if there's no issues. I will most likely be recording the ETS 2 Prime Logistics video very, very soon. I have to say, huge thank you to everyone who's been supporting the channel. There's not a whole lot new on Prime News other than there was a bit of an update on the California reskin project, which of course is going to be over multiple updates. I'm going to assume there'll be a big chunk that comes, or at least a chunk that comes with the 1.41 update, which is, I can't even believe that we're talking about that now, because I started doing Prime News coverage here on the channel. I guess it was 1.3, was it 1.36 or 1.37? It was in there. I think the game version that was out was 1.36 and talking about the 1.37 update, if I am correct. So needless to say, been doing it a while now, and thank you for all the support. I really do appreciate it. I want to try and look at the train. There it is. My right hand is not moving the mouse as much as I want to, or it's a little laggy on how I input it. I've got to work on that. I guess the other thing though is that I'm trying to work out is that I made a little bit of a purchase. So I have been able to pick up a Elgato Stream Deck Mini. Well, one, it was on sale at a local computer store. Got a really good deal on it, and I don't need anything bigger than that. But hence the name. I think you can kind of see where I'm going with this and what's coming. Oh, that was a lag spike in game. So if you still see it, oh, it's still going a little bit. There we go. That's better. Possibly autosave. Anywho, it's yeah. Hence the name. You can probably tell where we're going very, very soon. I am still working on the stream overlay stuff that would happen for those videos that would be kind of streamed, or the days that we would do that. I'm not planning, oh, well, at least initially it's not going to be, oh man, I am really struggling here. I'm pedal to the metal. I mean, it is a decent grade, and it is pretty heavy. I mean, we don't have a top of the line truck, so I guess I shouldn't be overly surprised. But saying that, we should be pulling along pretty good, but that seems to be okay now. So yeah, I'm still working on the stream overlays. I wouldn't, as far as I know right now, I'm not going to be doing it every weekend, a situation like that, but it is certainly one that can be, well, depending on how popular it is, how you guys enjoy it, how it goes for me, I think that could be more of a consistent thing. So give me another week or so. I'm hoping, obviously you guys will see, I'll do some form of announcement a couple videos ahead or whatever, or in a few videos prior, just so you guys know when that is going to happen, because that is kind of important for you guys to know. I'm planning, if it was going to happen, it could possibly, oh please don't, okay, I'm not going to get pulled over, which is good. It would probably be on a Saturday, probably around 12 p.m. Eastern time, which is noon, or 1 p.m. Eastern time, because that also that's a pretty good time for people here in North America, no matter where you are, let alone all the friends over in Europe and across in the other side of the world, respectively. Got some evening, a little bit late afternoon, evening action there, so hopefully that would all work out for everyone. So that is certainly the plan. If not, it'd be also Sunday, so it'd be either Saturday or Sunday, or possibly both, depending on how things go, maybe eventually, but we'll see. We'll just see, okay? This is something new. I'm actually right now currently working on getting all the other stuff I need ready, plus customizing the icons on the Stream Deck, so I can keep stuff organized for myself and know what in the world I need to do. Because my plan would be for those episodes, they'd be kind of a special segment. Oh no. Oh no, this is probably not going to be good. We've got like 9% damage or something on the truck. This is really not going to be good, I don't think. Oh, please don't give me a... Oh, actually, part of me really wants to know what happens when you technically fail an inspection, because I've never encountered this before. Does it just say give you a fine? Your vehicle's not in perfect technical state, but be more careful next time. Okay, so maybe I just beat the threshold. Maybe that will be a test someday. Damage my truck a lot, and then see how damaged I can, or see how much damage it will allow you to have. Maybe that is a good test. I don't know. Maybe not be the smartest thing, but it's worth a try. But anyways, yeah, like I was saying, the plan would be for those episodes to basically either choose a truck or something like that. For example, if we were doing an ATS thing, and you could do a delivery or two, or however much time I have, or how much time people have for that one. The other possibility is that I could do a combo episode where I do an ATS and an ETS2 thing where I switch between games, or we completely switch from trucking to racing or something like that, because I want to do more of that as well. Hey, we've discovered Ratton somehow. We're like on the interchange. Isn't Ratton? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the interchange for Ratton. So yeah, I guess we're still moving along here. That makes sense now. So yeah, that would be the plan. It would be totally flexible. I try and obviously keep kind of a schedule with it, but we'd have, again, that's going to be kind of a play-by-ear thing, because it's not going to be every weekend, like I said. So keep an eye out on the channel and stuff like that, because I will certainly be making announcements on that one whenever it comes. And until then, I hope everyone just enjoys the content I'm doing. I am bringing back the racing. Obviously, I hope you enjoyed the Wreckfest video and the past ATS showcase video. The Wreckfest video with the off-road cars pack is absolutely amazing. It's unfortunate that I was having so many issues. I actually had to do an in-game audio video sync, because of course I record my audio separately and then record separately as well. So that was interesting, or at least vocal audio, not game audio. But yeah, that was an interesting one, because I was actually just most of the time I do, for example, in trucking, I do like an inside-outside, so I'll say outside, inside, outside, inside, outside. I'll kind of do that kind of stuff just to make sure I'm all synced. So in racing and Wreckfest, what I was having to do is I was looking forward and looking backwards and saying that as I was going, trying to keep some time, so then because it was actually then, I think, obviously held up then for the rest of the video, more or less. And yeah, it was an interesting one, needless to say, but I am happy that everything seems to be working well. Now the issues, it was so annoying that I couldn't figure it out, or I thought I did, but yeah, I think it was just, they're pretty cheap SSD. I picked them up for like, I think that one, well, that's the smallest one and the oldest one, and it was maybe 20 bucks, something like that, a 20, 30 possibly, 30 bucks Canadian. So it's really not worth a whole lot. And I would imagine, I mean, they've been quite reliable other than that, and so I think as the quality has been increasing here and I've been pushing more data at it, I think ultimately I just started maxing out the memory controller on that individual SSD. But saying that, it works perfectly for editing. I have no issues on it for that. So I think what was happening is that whenever it was encoding onto the SSD, it was just pushing too much content, or it would do it in a wave and it couldn't handle it, so it would just lag and stutter until it kind of dropped out of that peak wave. So what I'm doing is I'm just recording it to my main NVMe at M.2 drive, which is obviously, has like an over 3 gig interface on it, so it can, or at least 2.5. I've seen it transfer things almost 4. It's not PCI Gen 4, but it sure moves stuff quick. So I'm recording onto that. Had no issues so far. It can handle that. It's nice and fast. It's straight in the motherboard. It's got cooling because it's got a thermal pad and all that good stuff. So obviously it seems to be running okay. I do have to keep in mind that I do only have a 1650 and it doesn't have any external power. So although I encode with NVENC and all that stuff, and of course the drive is now capable, I can only push so many frame rates at it, and the NVENC encoder on it isn't the new revised NVENC cores and stuff like that are on the 20 series and above. So obviously it's not the most it's not overly like the OBS has the NVENC new option and stuff, which is now the only one. It works obviously for recording because I'm doing that now. I'm saying it obviously a lot, so I apologize for that. But the only problem with it is that it's most likely not 100% optimized for the 16 series and below series cards with the slightly older encoder on it. It's also not the most efficient either, so the card has to work hard to pump the game frames out anyways, let alone try and encode. I know they're kind of separate, but if stuff maxes out or if there's weird priority issues, yeah, sometimes it won't have it. So keep that in mind. Hopefully that will be changing whenever the GPU shortage is all over with, but who knows when that's going to be, and we'll see whenever they start coming on sale for what they're actually supposed to be for MSRP, and actually sales less than that. So that would be nice, because I really don't want to, because at the prices right now, it's, oh man, I'm getting distracted here. At the prices right now, it'd be more worthwhile to pick up a totally separate pre-built with a 20 or 30 series card in it, and then just put whatever the card I have into it and have a dual system. That's where the GPU market is right now, and it's bad. It's really bad. The fact that I can get like an entire system for like an extra $200 or something like that, compared to trying to find on eBay a 3070 or 3080 or something like that. Because when I built this rig, or my new computer, I put a power supply and parts into it that can handle the 30 series cards, or at least up to the 3080. I can technically get a 3080 in on my power supply, because it's a 750 watt power supply by Cooler Master. It's a good power supply. I know I've seen a lot of builds with the 3080s and higher end Ryzens that have 750 or even 650, so I'm pretty sure I've got the headroom to power that. So that's where I am right now. And hopefully stuff can get sorted out, and we'll see what happens in the future, because I do have to say a huge thank you again for all the support, whether it's financially or through merch drops or Patreon, or so thank you, Mr. Stevens, and I had to throw that in there, sorry, or just the support on the channel as it's growing. I mean, I truly do appreciate it, and it allows me to one, upgrade things with a little bit more justification to it, or pick up little pieces of equipment, or have sent little pieces of equipment, which I've had actually a few company offers so far, let alone some other individual offers, and yeah, it's the opportunities that are already growing are incredible, and I thank you to everyone who has offered me stuff, or I have accepted certain offers, or planning to send me stuff or whatever. It honestly means a lot, and I thank you guys so much for that. So we must be getting really close. Enough talk about all the other stuff. I have no. This title is going to be interesting to try and figure out. It's probably going to be, I don't know, issues fixed, and second time's a charm or something. I don't know, or second attempt, or I don't know. Whatever the title is, I've obviously figured it out, but this is probably the one episode that I've really struggled to try and figure out an episode name for, because obviously the one that you didn't see, it was going to be called Absolute Disaster, or Absolute Nightmare, or something like that, with like a big old smiley face by it, because it was although it was a nightmare financially, it was absolutely hilarious, and it really kind of pains me that you guys couldn't see that one, or for that matter me watching back and editing it, because that would have been so much fun. Oh man, hard on the brakes. Gee whiz, I really gotta get a little bit more used to that. Oh, I can go handy. So thank you guys for listening to my little rant there. I know it's kind of long, and sometimes, well, not necessarily that great, but you know what? Sometimes I think it's needed for you guys to kind of be filled in on, well, what's happening. And I understand that I'm definitely not the most fluent at talking, even though English is my native language. This is something that I'm trying very, very hard. I've never really been a huge one for public speaking, and even though I'm not technically in front of people, the audience for these videos are endless, if you think about it. I never know at what point what video is going to blow up, or for that matter, the few hundred people that normally watch my videos. I never know what kind of audience there's going to be, and so there's still kind of that odd pressure in a sense. Although really, it's lightened up, and I really can just generally think about what I'm doing. I just kind of go talk all this stuff, enjoy the delivery and all that good stuff. I'm not saying that it's any form of stress, but in the back of my mind, I'm kind of trying to formulate things, and it's just, I'm still working on it. I'm still working on the commentation, or commentating abilities. It'll come. I know. Thank you for everyone again who's been saying the kind words about, you know, how my videos help you out or whatever. You really enjoy them. It does mean a lot, and it does help me have the extra motivation to make sure I practice. That's really what I do. Because besides recording, I do a lot of practice to try and improve either skills. And this is, speaking about skills, this is going to be an interesting one. So let's just try and back up here. So again, thank you for those who say the kind words. It does mean a lot. All the compliments and all the support. It's something I don't think I can truly put in the words, and that's probably why I struggle to I struggle to kind of emphasize or to get it across, just because it does mean so much. It's odd in a sense, but it's true. That's the best way to put it. So let's see. I know where we are. Okay, I can kind of see it out the back there. I think I may have nailed this. I'm not gonna hit. Oh, no way. No way. Dude, I 100% just almost nailed that. What? That's insane. That's a blind reverse right there. I have to say, I'm quite impressed with myself on that one. Little pat on the back. The fact I didn't damage the trailer by hitting anything, saying that, I'm probably gonna whack it off the other trailer now. So I gotta get it over and keep it away from it. Oh, I got space. They left enough room in there. It's almost like they figured out that I was gonna be trying to park it in there. So let's see if I can get it over. Oh, nice. Right there. That will do. So thank you guys so much for watching. Oh, that really doesn't... Oh, maybe I didn't actually park it right. Is that the curb I hit at the back? Oh, it's a little curb thing. Oh, well, you get the point. They're accepting it. They can deal with trying to awkwardly get it into the back. That's probably not the best way to park it, but hey ho. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.